I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. Tinted window screaming F the law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me. 1998, they tried to throw the book at me. Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Mimi is upset and tried to run a play because she don't get enough credit for boots on the ground. Salute to the chat. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. Let me read tonight's copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now, let's chop it up, all right? Now, how did we get to this demonstration? I got doxed. Miss Parker got doxed. Toot got doxed. And they tried to dox Mocha. Now, I believe that it was Kiwana that did the doxing, right? Now, we're going to backtrack a little bit, all right? After this demonstration, we will really be able to tell who it was that was behind us getting doxed. It was either Kiwana by herself, it was either Mimi by herself, or it was either Mimi and Kiwana together that done the doxing, right? Now, there is a male that's involved. However, they got the male, they use the male as the voice, all right? Now, I done a demonstration about the funky asses, right? Mimi joined me on the panel. Mimi joined me and JJ on that panel. Mimi didn't have a problem, right? This is the first demonstration that I've done talking about the funky asses. Mimi didn't have any problem. Watch this. Here's a receipt. Let Mimi come in for a second, and then I'm gonna come back to you, JJ. Slide in, Mimi.
So yeah, I really did enjoy the fact that Tootie had brought the community together. I saw her live after, because I did pop up you know, because I lived down the street, so I was in my little house shoes and stuff, so I had to get back home. But I did want to kind of pop up and you know, shake Tootie's hand and stuff like that for even coming down here to Detroit to do what she did.
Now, keep in mind, you hear her giving Toot her flowers, right? Now, I do have a recording that I'm going to play where this individual says the opposite of how Mimi feels. But let's let this finish. But just keep in mind, so when y'all hear the audio, y'all will be like, dang, I thought Shank played the demonstration where Mimi was giving Toot her flowers.
But as far as the fact that, you know, 3 Mile Drive, Bedford, and Cornwall is literally 2 seconds away from each other. And they were having different events on every street, like literally 2 different streets. But it was just like, what was the point of y'all like throwing a little shing ding separate from it, the whole situation when we on the same street?
She's referring to who? Kiwana. This is why I said to her, she's flip-flop. This is why people called her out and said that she's flip-flopping. Now, she's trying to make it, she's going to, and I'm going to play the recording. She's going to try to make it seem like the peacemaker in all of this. And she's going to try to make it seem like she didn't have a clue of what was going on with the beef. Because I told her, get out of the crossfire. Stay out of this. Right? She's going to try to make it seem like I'm just trying to get both sides. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of things. How can you be trying to get both sides when one of those sides you are on? You are on the side that felt as though Kiwana was wrong by not connecting the events. There's the receipt, Mimi. I'm just saying.
All on the same street. They should have just concluded that whole thing into a parade walk for Naziah. And it's just like, that's why I was saying in Detroit, people only be trying to be out here for themselves. Like a lot of people were saying, putting clout out there, I hate that word. But the thing is, when y'all trying to do separate events and stuff, it's almost seeming like y'all just want y'all event to be bigger than the next one.
Who you talking about, Mimi? None other than Kiwana. Now, this is what was put in Kiwana's chat yesterday when Kiwana done her demonstration, you know? Look up the top. Lauren Anderson says, Mimi, you be flip-flopping. And at the end, Lauren says it again. She's telling us to Kiwana, just be careful with Mimi, right? Now we're going to come back to this message from Kiwana's chat yesterday. But that's Lauren saying, Mimi, you be flip-flopping. And then she says to Kiwana, just be careful with Mimi. Now, the interesting thing about Kiwana laughed it off. Kiwana act like it wasn't a big deal. And this is what I said about this whole situation when Mimi got in the crossfire. I said, if Kiwana don't come out and debunk what Mimi is saying, that's how we'll know Kiwana ain't had nothing to do with it. Kiwana is solid. I said, but if Kiwana don't come out and debunk it and don't come for Mimi, that says it all. Kiwana never came for Mimi. Now, Mimi threw Kiwana under the bus several times. Now, Kiwana, if Mimi threw you under the bus, and if you ain't had nothing to do with us getting doxxed, you would have checked Mimi and you would have told Mimi, hey, look, Mimi, I don't know what you got going on with Shank, Mocha, Toot, and Miss Parker and them. But don't put me in none of your shenanigans. Don't put me in none of your BS. But the fact that you didn't debunk her, let us know you was a part of the play. But let's finish. We just getting started, y'all.
That's why I was saying in Detroit, these people, all they want to do is care about themselves. They want to showboat, look good, and make it look good for everybody else, and see who gonna show up, and they just want to be seen. But when Tootie came, Tootie got everybody, all the kids out there was out there, with their candles and stuff. It was a community thing.
You gave Toot her flowers, so we know you wasn't talking about Toot as far as people from Detroit. People in Detroit just want to showboat and make it about them. You wasn't talking about Toot because you just gave Toot her flowers. Who was you talking about? You could only been talking about one other person, and that's Kiwana. The strange thing is this, Kiwana. Why you ain't check? Mimi, you made that demonstration, and you made that demonstration about Mocha. You mentioned Shank and Miss Parker. You said Shank, Miss Parker, and Mocha need to come to Detroit. We talking all of this, but we haven't been to Detroit yet. Boots on the ground. You mentioned that. You was right. You was right. However, me, Mocha, and Miss Parker, we don't mention nothing about being boots on ground. But me, Miss Parker, and Mocha, we give credit to those that do put boots on the ground. But through that whole demonstration, you did not bring up Mimi's name not one time. You waited till the end when Mimi came in. Now, this is what Mimi told me earlier today. See, Mimi said, yeah, Shank, because somebody used my name and somebody went in Kiwana's chat and was on some BS, straight being disrespectful. That was you, Mimi, in Kiwana's chat, and you wasn't being disrespectful in that chat. You was laughing, you was joking, you was having a good old time. But that was you trying to shift the blame off of you, get all the attention off of you and make it seem like it was somebody else. Now, in your demonstration, Kiwana, we're going to keep it real, okay? We're going to put it in its proper perspective. You mentioned that when Mocha spoke on Dre, your own words in that demonstration was, the only thing you told Mocha was that Marquita and Dre had a room across from Nazia's. And if they had a room across from Nazia, how couldn't they not hear things that was going on? Why, when Mocha was speaking on you, giving the information to her about Dre, why you ain't clear your name up then? Why you ain't say, wait a minute, Mocha, the only thing that I told you about Dre was that Dre and Marquita had a room across from Nazia. You never did that. You slick, but you ain't slick enough. Appreciate this super chat, Capricorn Chronicles. And you all know I'm Mr. Super Chat. You know I'm Mr. Super Sticker over here. If you would like to help me reach my goal of 15 super stickers or super chats, just click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker and a super chat. Let's make them mad. Because that's what the problem with Shank Rock is about. Because I asked for super stickers and super chats. All right? Now, you could have easily nipped it in the bud. Right? Let Mimi finish telling on herself.
Not just the family thing. When everybody hurt by the family, we don't really like y'all like that. So when we want to come together as a community, y'all should have just supported that.
That's facts, Mimi. Appreciate it. She told the family. Kiwana is a part of the family. Y'all should have just came together to support as a community. Now, let me say this. I've always included you, Mimi, when I mention the family with boots on the ground. Appreciate the super chat, Tanya. Salute, bring on those receipts. Shank Rock, let's go. Appreciate the super sticker, Danny C. This is what I always say. I give flowers to Janelle, Kenya, Roxy, Kiwana for boots on the ground. And I always say, and Mimi included. You're not part of their family. You're not a family member. So I don't include you in with the 4 family members. But I always say, and Mimi, I've always gave you your flowers. Everybody has always gave you your flowers. Appreciate the super sticker, Valerie. Appreciate the super sticker, Tasha. Now, you got a problem with JJ, but you on the panel with JJ. And you never stepped to JJ about her boots on the ground. Last time I checked, wasn't it Mimi breaking in the auto shops? Wasn't it Mimi cutting a fool in Detroit trying to look for Naziah and get information? You was doing worse than what JJ had been doing. But you didn't have a problem with JJ when y'all was on this panel together. You get a problem with JJ after, right? Janelle, nobody has no problem with you. I don't never hear nobody bring up Janelle's name. I don't have no problem with you. Miss Parker, too, Mocha. Everybody's problem is with Kiwana, right? Nobody else. But Mimi, you're upset that Toot is getting flowers for boots on the ground. You're upset that JJ is getting flowers because she got boots on the ground. That's just how this thing works. That's like us as content creators. One week, everybody might be giving Toot the flowers for her birthday events. The next week, people might be giving Miss Parker the flowers for the transcripts. The next week, it might be Mocha. Next week, it might be Shank. Then it might be Cold Piece. It might be Brittany Ann, Shanika Speaks, and everybody else. Tone, Law Talk with Tone. You got to share the spotlight, Mimi. Your problem is the same problem as Kiwana. And that's why y'all has clicked up together. Because Kiwana don't want to share the stage with Toot. Mimi, you don't want to share the stage with JJ or Toot. If I'm lying, somebody correct me. And I'll stop. So you and Kiwana is like Laverne and Shirley. Y'all compliment each other. That's your issue, Mimi. So you ran a play, and you ran a dangerous play. Who is it that doxed Shankrock? I got a right to know. And I'm going to tell you why I got a right to know. Because if something happens to me, I don't know what y'all going to do with my personal information. So if something happens to me, I need to know, my people need to know who could possibly be behind anything that happens to me. So I got that right to know who doxed me. My personal information got put out there. Appreciate this super chat, lovely Jazz. Shout out to Shank, Miss Parker, and Toot for doing an amazing job on this whole case. Appreciate you. Now let's go to some audio recording. Let's go to some audio recording. I'm going to play some audio recording. Give me 1 second. Now this is JJ and the young man that's a part of this. Listen.
They got upset because she was saying that Naziah not here no more. So they feeling Miss Parker lying. See what I'm saying? Like people out here really love
it. Okay, then what's your problem with Shank, me, and when y'all hit me and Miss Mocha?
Well, not me. I don't even know y'all, to be honest. I don't know y'all.
So who told you to do this?
Alright, if I tell you, just don't say nothing, alright? It was Mimi. It wasn't Kiwana.
It was Mimi?
Yeah, never was Kiwana, I promise you.
And so how do you know Mimi? Are you her boyfriend? Is this Jarnell's husband?
No.
Is this Vari?
Okay, I ain't nobody.
This is Vari.
No, this ain't Vari.
I know your voice, little homie. I've been watching these lives forever. What up, Vari? How you been?
This is not Vari, bro.
Okay.
It's not Vari. I promise you this ain't Vari. But anyway, I met her through Facebook.
And you just randomly did the shit?
No, she hit me up and was like, I need you to do something for me. Dude, listen, she went and talked to the detective. Then she hit up Kiwana about Miss Parker and a lot of other shit.
Why does Mimi care so much? She said she's not even family.
She's strange, bro. On some real shit, she weird. Listen, I don't know what you did. I don't see nothing wrong with what you did. I don't. But she's trying to say none of y'all do anything but sit there and talk.
What'd he say? She helped Kiwana with a lot of things, right? There's another recording that I'm going to play. Now, Mimi, do you think Kiwana going to come and hit my panel and defend you? You think Kiwana going to come in my chat and defend you? I told you, Mimi. I said, Mimi, don't get caught in the crossfire. Because we all was wondering what the hell is Mimi doing up there? And if you ask Mocha, if you ask Toot, even Miss Parker, everybody going to say, Mimi, what the hell she got to do with all of this? You put yourself in the crossfire. Me and you talk and text. And what I tell you, I said, Mimi, man, you cool, man, you good. Even sometimes when you was wrong. You know some of them times you was wrong when you hit my panel. I still let you hit my panel. Listen, I got another record.
You know she pulled up to Toot's balloon release.
Yeah, see, you just said it. She said Toot was acting like she was too good for this and too good for that. She figured that everybody else, she'd do more. She said that's the vibe she got from Toot, which I think Toot the shit to me.
So why would you do this to Toot and then post all their business on the internet, dog? You need to apologize and take that shit down.
I did. I apologize to Shane. I can't get in touch with Miss Barker or Toot. They don't answer DMs.
So what made you turn on Mimi?
Because I heard Miss Barker today. I heard Shane today. This shit wrong, yo.
For Kiwana? You feel bad for
I heard Miss Park. She said, that's JJ, by the way, y'all. What made you apologize? What'd he say? I heard Shank today, and I heard Miss Parker, and that was wrong. You in the hot seat now, Mimi. Kiwana out of the hot seat. I know Kiwana is laughing so hard at your dumb, crazy, funky ass. I know she laughing hard. She should be laughing hard at your dumb, crazy, funky ass. When they was having a field day on Mimi, maybe a month ago, I'm not sure. They was tearing Mimi up on Facebook. Mimi she was like she's doing now. She was on one, being weird and all of the above. Miss Parker ran to Mimi's rescue. But I bet she ain't going to tell y'all about Miss Parker running to her rescue when she was on social media crashing out. Miss Parker ran to your defense, Mimi. Yes or no? Every time your crazy, dumb, funky ass will hit my panel, you ain't see my chat? Use another one. that my moderators was on my head about. Use another one that the Rock Squad was on my head about. Shank, get that delusional crazy girl off your panel. But I said no, because my panel is an open panel. It's an open platform for everybody. Now you coming for Shank, right? But because I'm a man, I'm not supposed to check you. Because I'm a man, I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut. Regardless of what a woman may do to me, I gotta be a man and I just gotta ignore it, right? I'm asking for myself, Mimi. You got involved in this and you did not have to get involved in this. This super chat, Miss Jess. Thank you for all you, Miss Parker, and Truth Do Justice for Naziah. F them funky 304s. That's facts. And you experience it, Mimi, with your boots on ground. Like, what is it, Mimi and JJ? Why do people have an issue when you put the work in? Why? I experience.
You know what? Well, people don't want to be shown themselves. It's like putting a mirror in front of them. It's like when you start doing good things and things that persuade the community to have humility and have some kind of what is it? What's the word I want to use? Some kind of honor about themselves or anything like that. Trying to show the community to stand up and be kind and stuff like that. People don't like that inspirational kind of stuff. They think, oh, you think you better than us. What you coming down here for? And you ain't even from Detroit. Stuff like that. Just stuff like that. People just want to question your motives in Detroit because people are not. They in their heart, they not like that.
That's you talking about Kiwana. That's you. Now we're gonna go to a clip where she completely flip-flop. That's you talking about Kiwana. Now you flip-flop. Now you coming for us. I gave you your flowers. I always give you your flowers, Mimi. Mocha don't have no issue with you. Miss Parker don't have no issue with you. Toot don't got no issue with you. Our issue is with Kiwana. You ain't had nothing to do with that. Out of respect for Janelle, I can understand Janelle coming to Kiwana's defense. That's family. I could understand that. But nobody said nothing about Janelle. But I get it. But you, Mimi, nobody wasn't thinking about you. Now you over there on TikTok, running my name, dragging my name. You caught me earlier today, yelling and fussing. I guess I'm content. You goddamn right you content. Didn't you use me for content? Didn't you use me to dox me? Is it wrong? Is it wrong for a man to address a female when a female does that man wrong? Is it wrong for a man to address that female and iron things out? I never talked about putting my hands on no female. I never threatened nobody. But is it wrong for me to address when a female come for me? You dox me. Now, the $1 million question is it you by yourself, Mimi, or is it you and Janelle? I mean, is it you and Kiwana? See, for me, it's both of y'all because Kiwana would have nipped it in the bud when you was in her chat. But she was smiling and joking and laughing. And you even said in the chat, I'm going to call you. And you remember on my panel, what did you say? You said, I called Kiwana, but she was at work. Yes or no? But the last time I checked, Kiwana get a disability check. Let me grab some comments. Nope, not at all. It's both. Nope. You called it like you saw it, Shank. Salute, Miss Bryant. The real ones really appreciate and respect all the work you, Toot, and Miss Parker, along with others who care about the children. Appreciate you, Miss Bryant. That's all we want is justice for Naziah. And let me slide in. As long as a man is not physically approaching her, yes, you have a right to address when your name is mentioned. That's an invite. I'm just saying. Thank you, Victoria. And let me say this, Kiwana. You want to walk around here like your hands is so clean, and you want to walk around here and make it seem like the content creators don't know what we talking about? Remember when you and Kenya was on my panel? How many of y'all remember this incident? What you say to Kenya, Kiwana? Won't you tell everybody where Naziah is at? You put her in the truck and drove off. Yes or no? And somebody questioned you on TikTok about that. When you was on that content creator panel and you said that, what you mean by that? And you said, oh, I'm going to address it. You ain't addressed it last night. Now, let's all the content creators step back from this case. Now, take what you said on my panel to DPD, Detroit Police Department, Kiwana. Your hands ain't as clean as you think they are. Your hands ain't as clean as you think. Everybody, even those that be in your chat and be laughing and joking and giggling with you, they want to know the answer to that. You can talk about Shank Rock all you want to. You can make a 5-hour demonstration about Shank Rock, but you can't get around that question. Why did you say that? That's a crucial piece of evidence. Either your ass was lying, which a lot of people already say all you do is lie. But why lie on Kenya? But I'm under the microscope. Mocha's under the microscope. Toot's under the microscope. Miss Parker's under the microscope. But your ass ain't under the microscope. And you made that comment. What do you know, Kiwana? Why did you make that comment? Not this group, you done. But Mimi saying her sister don't have a baby by Jarvis. And I say it again, you disappointed me, Mimi. You crashed out and you didn't. Wow, learn something. Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody that was at the demonstration, everybody heard it. That's why you want us to back away from this case. Because we own it. And I'm going to do everybody a favor. I'm going to back away. Yep, that's what she said. I don't know how long I'll stay away from the case. I'll back away. I'll give y'all that. But I'm going to get everything off my chest in this demonstration that I need to. And nobody will never be able to come back and say Shank is lying. That's distasteful to say about your family. Oh, but she is. Question. Learn something new every day. And you jumped in the mix of this, Mimi. You jumped in the crossfire after I warned you. I told you. Now, if I wasn't a friend, if I wasn't keeping it real with you, Mimi, I'd have left you crash out. I tried to warn you. I tried to stop you. Everybody heard me on the demonstration. I tried to stop. I said, Mimi, you getting caught in the crossfire. Slide back. You don't want none of this. Appreciate the membership, Alicia. Stay on they funky asses, Shank. I'ma slide back, y'all. It's a whole lot of other cases that needs my attention. There are a lot of family members that loves my attention. There are a lot of family members that reach out to me to help them with their family cases. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated at. That's where I'm going to go at. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated at. I've never disrespected Nazaria Harris' name, not one time. Kiwana got a problem with me because I don't feel like Jarvis Red Rum Nazaria. But that's my opinion, Kiwana. And that's my right. I can have my opinion on that. But I'm not the only one that feel this way. You mad about everything. Appreciate the super chat, Drea. Shank, do what your heart tells you to do. You tried to run a play, Mimi. We'll wait. Because we know you're going to go live. We know you in my bushes. Now we're going to wait and see what she going to say. Somebody doxed me, Miss Parker, too, and was trying to dox Mocha. Somebody doxed us. It happened right after the Kiwana demonstration. And everything that they were saying, they was making reference to Kiwana. Why y'all be hating on Kiwana? Why y'all coming for Kiwana? It was always Kiwana this, Kiwana that. So that's how we know Kiwana is in the mix. And I would say, stop it, Kiwana. And they would always say, but this ain't Kiwana, Shank. Right? Then they called me on Instagram. Right? And then I called back. They didn't answer right away. But then they called back and it was a young dude voice. That same voice that y'all hear in the audio with JJ. That's the same voice. And was telling me, Shank, Kiwana don't got nothing to do with this. You know? But was always making reference to Kiwana. And then even went as far to say, and Mimi even said this as well on the phone today. This how we know you was behind it, Mimi. Because them text messages kept telling me, just watch. Your channel, Mocha channel, Truth, and Miss Parker's channel is going to be gone. And you slipped up on that phone conversation with me today, Mimi, and said the same thing. Y'all channels is going to be out of here. Watch. All because you feel like other people is getting credit for boots on the ground. That's why you're upset. But I always had you on my panel. I'm not going to hold y'all that much longer because I do got a demonstration coming up at 8. Let me let her finish, y'all. And then we're going to go to the next demonstration where Mimi completely flip-flop.
In their heart, they're not genuine. They're not kind. They're literally in survival mode. So they questioning everything that everybody do. They don't even, they question a hi in the morning. A good morning, they question that.
That's facts. A smile. Why are you up there? Why are you always smiling all the time? I'm happy. I'm blessed.
It's
I'm
something
good
about you. Yep. That's what, when I came out, people was like, oh, she really is a crackhead. But no, I'm not. I'm literally, when I grew up in the suburbs. We don't have all of that traumatic environment around us. So I didn't grow up mode until I came back down to Detroit and had to, get it in on my own. But literally, that's how I was raised. I was raised to be kind, genuine. We press that in schools out there. So I was raised differently. So when people see that other people are raised differently, they just don't understand and they don't want to understand.
And who was coming for you, Mimi? Wasn't the family coming for you? Did I ever come for you, Mimi? Did not always give you credit for boots on the ground. I said, regardless of what people say about Mimi, I give her flowers for boots on the ground. Never had a problem with you, and you know I ain't have a problem with you. You know that. And you can do all the lives you want to. You can front and say this and say that. But you know, me and you ain't had no problems. Now let's go to her flip-flop. Watch how quick she flip-flop. Appreciate the super sticker, Ruthie. And we're going to watch her flip-flop. And when they told Kiwana in her chat that she's flip-flop, Kiwana just laughed, played it off. Flip-flop, oh, okay, I know. You had your chance, Kiwana. Because if your hand ain't in the her hand, you would have checked Mimi. Whenever people don't check those that you know is guilty, they hands is in that cookie jar with them. That's why you ain't checked Mimi, because you know your hand is just as far in that cookie jar as Mimi, but you know how you get down. You put the work in and you get others to take the fall. That's Kiwana, y'all. She'll get others to take the fall. They been gave me your info, Kiwana. I pushed it to the side. I said, I ain't here for that. Come on. Bitch. What you just said.
Thursday Night Football on Prime.
It's on.
Let them know.
We gonna let them know.
I dropped the link for her.
Motherfucking serious.
Let me slide in. Heat of the moment. I get it. I understand. If y'all use profanity, handle your business. If you yell, if you scream, handle your business. I'm not going to say nothing.
Okay, first of all, the public.
Now, this is the next demonstration. Now, watch how she flip-flop, y'all. Appreciate this super sticker, Ruthie. Appreciate this super chat, Miss Douglas. Don't allow anyone to dim your light, Shank. Appreciate that, Miss Douglas. We are only 5 super stickers or super chats away from me reaching my goal. If you would like to help me reach my goal, just click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker or a super chat. Now, here she comes a few days later and completely flip-flops.
You know what? After Miss Parker went in, I said, you know what? When she said, what did she say? She said something like, I'm talking. I said, okay, let me let her just sit here and talk. I got to my motherfucking game. I'm not about to listen to all of that shit and ruin my motherfucking energy. It's my motherfucking day off. First of all, I don't give a fuck what the hell everybody else was doing, because I know that y'all believe that was enough. First of all, how about y'all try to dig your head and put your head in a motherfucking sewer and make sure ain't no motherfucking bodies in there? How about y'all dig up under a motherfucking trailer on your motherfucking hands and knees, playing the motherfucking sheds and shit that y'all would never even think to look. Y'all would even never be in them places. Them the motherfucking places that y'all should have been still.
See, now the real Mimi is coming out. Now she's making it about her and what she done. See, here comes that real Mimi, letting it be known. If y'all really want to boots on the ground, y'all heard her. You want all the credit. You feel that you ain't getting no credit. You feel like you put in more work than everybody else with boots on the ground. Appreciate the super sticker, Shay. You're upset, Mimi. Let's keep it real. Your true feelings is coming out on this demonstration. Let me backtrack.
How about y'all try to dig your head and put your head in the motherfucking sewer and make sure ain't no motherfucking bodies in there? How about y'all dig up under a motherfucking trailer on your motherfucking hands and knees, playing the motherfucking sheds and shit that y'all would never even motherfucking even think to look. Y'all would even never be in them places. Them the motherfucking places that y'all should have been still boots on the ground at. Where the fuck was y'all looking at? In the neighborhoods? Okay? There's tons of places where motherfucking serious.
Let me slide in, Mimi. I gotta slide in. Appreciate this super sticker, African Queen. Appreciate the super sticker. Appreciate this super chat, Nikki. Miss Parker read that ass. And I'm gonna let you come back in, Mimi, but let me just say this. In this situation, Mimi, it's like you saying that you're the only one that had boots on the ground. They're saying you're not the only one that had boots on the ground. Others had boots on the ground as well. So you got to acknowledge that everybody, not just you, had boots on the ground. Now, when it comes to the Kiwana, it does make you look bad because the same thing, and I remember people was even telling me about having you on my panel. I said, no, she got a right to defend herself. So now, and I can't tell you how to roll with Kiwana, but it do look flip-flop now that you and Kiwana is on good terms. You coming in her defense. I'm gonna let you come in though. Appreciate this super sticker, Kenya. Come on back in, Mimi. Come on, Mimi.
That's just like how when you had Marquita on the panel and certain questions wasn't being asked or answered to. We wasn't getting the closure that we wanted, but nobody said anything about that either. That
Let me say something, Mimi. Let me just answer this question. Marquita had already let it be known when it comes to the case, she can't answer any questions. So for me, I had to, I wanted to ask Marquita a lot of questions that everybody wanted to know, but I knew from the door, she told me that she can't answer those questions. So I had to, reach for certain questions just to keep her on the panel. But come on back, Mimi, come on.
As for being flip-floppy and y'all thinking it being weird, now I don't give a fuck what anybody think I done did. A flip-flop motherfucking took the goddamn I don't give a fuck what anybody think it looked like. Shit. I like to hear both sides and three sides, all sides to the motherfucking story. Okay? You are mad at certain things that she don't even know about. Half of the stuff we don't. Look, it's just like y'all figure that out. Don't make beef on the internet about it.
But remember, y'all, Mimi, you was on the panel with me and JJ, and you had the most to say about the same situation that me and everybody else was speaking on. You had the most to say. Now, that's why I called the spade a spade. I said, this looks like you flip-flopping, because now you dancing to a complete drum. I know. But Shane, I had to get both sides. But hear me out. You're giving your side. It's not like you on that panel listening to me and saying, damn, Shank, that's messed up how Kiwana is doing. It's not like you're on the panel and you're listening to JJ and you're saying, damn, that's messed up. It's not like you're listening to any other content creator and saying, damn, that's messed up. You giving your opinion. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Because y'all figure that shit out. She telling me something else that I'm hearing on your podcast while I'm listening to your podcast. I'm like, you know what? Clear this up. I'm listening to Shank right now. Clear it up. So she clearing it up. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's a little miscommunication thing. We talked and said the same thing. Like people say the same thing you saying.
Hold tight, Mimi. Hold tight. Appreciate this super chat. Precious, good content, Shank. I miss you all. We miss you too. Hold up, I got one more. Appreciate. And you couldn't have said it no better because she was the actual troll. That's her trying to call me. Stop, Mimi. I'm getting ready to block you, Mimi. I'm getting ready to block you. Because I told you, don't get caught in the crossfire. If you ever hear me tell you, this for everybody, if I tell you, don't get caught in the crossfire, please don't get caught in the crossfire, because I warned you. Once you get caught in the crossfire after I warned you, I ain't got no rap for you. I'll never say nothing to you again after that, because I warned you. You ain't listen. Take the super sticker, Big Mama. Appreciate the super sticker. Now, here's the thing. See what you just said? I dropped the link for her, Mimi. So
I called her. She at work.
Let me finish though. Did she tell you that she talks to me on Instagram? Did she tell you that she trolls me? Did she tell you she doxes me? Did she tell you
that I asked her about?
Let me finish, Mimi. I'm gonna let you come in. Did she tell you she's supposed to be on my panel? Not everybody else. She's supposed to be up here. So that's why I dropped the link. That's why I done a demonstration for her to come up here and clear her name up, not you. But I'm not mad with you. I'm just letting you know she's supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that's why you're catching the heat, because everybody knows she's supposed to be doing what you're doing. Come on, Mimi.
That's why I said I'm not here to clear up y'all beef. That's why I said if it's a miscommunication thing, I think y'all need to talk to each other on the back end. If you think that she got all these things about you, your address and your number and stuff like that, that she should be able to reach out to you about this podcast today.
That's what I'm saying. She's supposed to be coming up here. It's an hour and 20 minutes into the demonstration. She told me she gonna pull up. Now I can show y'all the text messages and everything. She told me she gonna pull up. I'm telling her, look, you playing a serious game. Stop doing what you doing. This is our conversation behind the scene. Okay, the next demonstration you do, Shank, I'm gonna pull up. Now I'm gonna tell you what she gonna tell you. That ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't me. Oh, Shank line. That ain't me. Then who is it? Where's whoever it is? Where they at? Come on, Mimi.
As for publicity stunts and stuff like that, because I'm not about to keep speaking on that beef, but I'm just saying it's just a lot of distraction right now. And I feel like as content creator, you know me, Shank. I've already said the love is going to draw out the hate. We keep on pressing the content for this beef to get cleared up and stuff like that. It shouldn't even be nobody else's business that y'all beefing like this. It doesn't even matter. The stuff with two don't even matter. All of this, the beefing and who knocked on who door and who in competition with what place did they want to be at. It don't matter. That stuff shouldn't even have came to the internet. I'm saying that right now is not the time. All of this beefing is not the time. I don't care what motherfuckers think I look like right now. All of that shit is not the time right now. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Once again, she was on a panel with me and JJ with the most to say. So somebody doxed me. Somebody doxed me. The young man, whoever voice that is in it, he did send me an apology. He did say, Shank, that person sent me 2 apologies and said, Shank, I apologize. As you heard in the audio with him and JJ, I listened to Shank and Miss Parker, and that was wrong, what we done. Now, he called out Mimi. Y'all heard it. He said Mimi was behind it. Now, if Kiwana didn't have anything to do with it, I apologize to you, Kiwana. I'm a man. If you didn't have anything to do with it, and if receipts get dropped, I'll apologize again. But somebody doxed me, and I didn't take that lightly at all. You don't play with people's personal information. You don't. So that's why I addressed it for somebody doxing me. But be careful, whoever it was that doxed me, because karma is a bitch. So be careful with whatever information you got. But Kiwana, Mimi, and the dude is behind it. Now, Kiwana, if you want to make some receipts and prove you wasn't behind it, be my guest. But you can't say somebody didn't dox me. I don't want nobody, I don't want to hear Kiwana and Mimi saying, nobody dox Shank. I want y'all to clear it up. I'm being man enough, and I'm going to stand in my truth. Now, y'all be woman and stand in y'all truth. Clear it up. Kiwana, if you ain't dox me to Miss Parker and was about to dox Mocha, let it be known. Produce the receipt that it was Mimi. If you can't produce the receipt that it was Mimi, it ain't respected. It's just that simple. It ain't respected. But I just want y'all to know, and I'm going to say it again, y'all playing a dangerous game by doxing people. I hope y'all know what y'all doing. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I got another demonstration coming back up at 8 p.m. I will have the family members of the 4-year-old little boy that was sleeping in Charlotte and was killed. So make sure everybody pull back up in an hour. I'll take some comments before we get out of here. Anybody got any comments? I'll take some comments.
You know she pulled up to the balloon release.
Yeah, see, you just said it. She said Toot was acting like she was too good for this and too good for that. She figured everybody else she'd do more. She said that's the vibe she got from Toot, which I think Toot the shit to me.
So why would you do this to Toot and them and post all their business on the internet, dog? You need to apologize and take that shit down.
I did. I apologize to Shank. I can't get in touch with Miss Barker or Toot. They don't answer DMs.
So what made you turn on Mimi?
Because I heard Miss Barker today. I heard Shank today. This shit wrong, yo.
For Kiwana? Do you feel bad for Kiwana?
No, not really.
Well, if you're a real man, why can't you just say your fucking name if you want justice for Nazaya? I'm just.
I can't tell you my name, but you see my page is real. This ain't no fake page. That's all I can say. It was me.
You feel sorry for Kiwana? He said no. And he also said it was Mimi. Appreciate this super sticker, Rhapsody. I'm done with it.
They got upset because she was saying that Nazari not here no more. So they feeling Miss Parker lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, people here really love it.
Okay, then what's your problem with Shank, me, and when y'all hit me and Miss Mocha?
Not me. I don't even know y'all, to be honest. I don't know y'all.
So who told you to do this?
Alright, if I tell you this, don't say nothing, alright? It was Mimi. It wasn't Kiwana.
It was Mimi?
Yeah, never was Kiwana, I promise you.
And so how do you know Mimi? Are you her boyfriend? Is this Jarnell's husband?
No.
Is this Vari?
Okay, I ain't nobody.
This is Vari.
No, this ain't Vari.
I know your voice, so homie. I've been watching these lives forever. What up, Vari? How you been?
This is not Vari, bro.
Okay.
It's not Vari. I promise you this ain't Vari. But anyway, I made her do Facebook.
And you just randomly did the shit?
No, she hit me up and was like, I need you to do something for me. Dude, listen, she went and talked to the detective. Then she hit up Kiwana about Miss Barker and a lot of other shit.
Why does Mimi care so?
According to him, Mimi went to the detectives. According to him, she hit up Kiwana. Told Kiwana a lot of ish about Miss Parker. And that's why when she called me today and in my text messages, her focal point was on Miss Parker. You don't know that woman that you laying up with. You don't know nothing about Miss Parker. Yes or no, Mimi? My man said you went to the detectives. My man said you hit up Kiwana. Thanks, Shank. Keep up the good work. Everybody needs to be blocked from this day forward. I see you, Miss Annette. Did he say don't say nothing? He sounds like a kid. Yep. That's the same voice. Same voice. This story involved her shaking my head, Mimi. Oh, wow. This family is crazy. Mimi needs to be back on her medication. Who is Mimi? I knew Mimi was captain. She is so messy. I see you, Miriam. Mimi is a hater. I can't take Mimi serious. She is mentally unstable. Told you. Slide out, Mimi. You can't say I ain't warn you. You can say, you can call me what you want to call me. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about me. But you'll never be able to say I ain't keep it real. You'll never be able to say I ain't give you a warning. Told you. Wow, exposure. I'm still going to feel Bucket manipulated all involved in this situation until Bucket come for Mimi. See, that'll let you know what you just said, Patricia. If she don't check Mimi, that's how we know what Patricia said is true. Because see, she threw you under the bus, Kiwana. She threw you under the bus. Now, if you don't correct it, and if you don't address it, we know you was a part of it. Yep. I appreciate all y'all, Mr. Shank. Appreciate you, Shari. What was that, Vari? It sounded like him, but he kept saying it wasn't him. So we don't know. Chandra possibly in disguise. Mimi is jealous of Miss Parker. Yep. It sounds like him. But Miss Parker, when she crashed out on Facebook about a month ago, or maybe a little bit over a month, it was Miss Parker that came to Mimi's defense. Wasn't you and Miss Parker talking on the phone, Mimi? Didn't Miss Parker pull up in your defense? We try, y'all. We try. We try to be for the community. We try to help. We try to give our assistance to the community. But it just keep getting us smacked in the face. It just keep getting us kicked and punched. We're tired. We can only take but so much. I know, but Shank, y'all shouldn't let it get to y'all. We human. We human. I'm only human. I keep telling y'all this. I'm human. And I fight with myself on a regular. I fight with myself. Shank, don't let it get to you. But I'm being dragged. I got doxed. Come on now. It sounds like him. Ruthie, they all jealous of Miss Parker, and that's facts. That young man is sick and tired, whomever it is. Ruthie, yes, she is jealous of Miss Parker and her daughters. Appreciate you, Tammy. She sounds like someone throwing a rock and hiding her hand. To me, I think they are in cahoots. We'll know. Like I said, we'll know if Kiwana address it. That's how we'll know. Look, don't Kiwana come for Mocha? Don't Kiwana come for Miss Parker? Don't Kiwana come for Shank and Toot? And we ain't throw her under the bus. Let's see if she gonna come for Mimi, because Mimi damn sure threw her under the bus. We gonna wait. Exposed, you over, doxed. Exactly. Do what you know is best for you, Shank. God gives his biggest test to his strongest and boldest soldiers. She's not going to address Ish. Kiwana comes for everyone talking about pull up. Another distraction from Naziah. So, like I said, I'll just go where I'm appreciated at. A lot of cases come across my desk. But because I'm invested in the Naziah Harris case, I want to give my all to the Naziah Harris case. So a lot of cases I don't take. But it's a lot of cases. Family members reach out to me. Mr. Shankrock, can you help me? So I'll go. I don't care if I got 5 people in my chat. I don't care if I only get 60 views on my demonstration. I come from Ask Sages. Sages will tell you, Sages been down with me for like 10 years. He'll tell you. Me and Sages started, I only had like 4 subscribers. Miss Parker wasn't even rolling with me when I first got started. So it ain't nothing for me to go back to 3 or 4 people in my chat. It ain't nothing for me to go back to getting 10 and 15 and 20 views on my demonstrations. At least I'll have a peace of mind. At least I'll be appreciated. Y'all ain't got to tell me twice. I get it. I got the memo. I will from time to time. I'll tap back in to the Naziah Harris case. I will. For those that want to know what doxing means when somebody gets your personal information, your residence, previous residence. I think when they dox you, they'll get 20 years of your residence. They'll get your phone number. They'll get your job. They can get your insurance to your car. They can get all your credit cards, your bank account. They can get all your personal information. And there have been people that have lost their jobs on social media. There have been people on social media that have lost their jobs because somebody doxed them, got the information from them, and sent all kind of false information and all kind of false things to the job and got people fired. That's something serious. That's why I'm telling y'all when it comes to doxing. But you got to be careful with doxing people now. Because everybody ain't internet gangsters. So you got to be careful. Somebody doxed us. But that's what doxing is. Getting your children information. They put Miss Parker's granddaughter picture on that account. They put Miss Parker's daughter picture on that account. Come on, y'all. Come on. That's what they done. What Miss Parker granddaughter got to do with this? What Miss Parker daughter got to do with this? See, y'all playing a dangerous game. And we not supposed to be upset. We not supposed to respond. We supposed to just, don't worry about it, Shank Rock. Don't let it get to you, Miss Parker. Toot, don't worry. Come on, y'all. Me, Mocha, Toot, and Miss Parker, we human. We human, just like everybody else. Now, if y'all got doxxed, how would y'all feel? What's going on in the world today? And somebody pulling your personal information? But that's what happened to us. That's what happened to us. Now, if we clap back, we wrong. You know? So let's get to the bottom of this. Let's find out, who was it behind doxing us? Was it Kiwana? Was it Mimi? Or was it both of them together? Now we're going to wait for Kiwana's response. We're going to wait. And then y'all going to be able to determine. But don't let Kiwana tell y'all, ain't nobody doxed them. Oh, yeah. Don't let Mimi say, ain't nobody doxed them. Some of y'all already seen the doxing on Instagram. Some of y'all seen it. So y'all know. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Once again, I'll tap back in every now and then with the Nazaria Harris case. But I will hope to see all of y'all, back when I cover the other cases. I will hope to see everybody back at 8 when I bring the family of the 4-year-old little boy in Charlotte that was killed while he was sleeping. 4 dudes was trying to steal a car. They were attempting to steal a car. And one of them let off some shots, and it hit the 4-year-old while he was in his bed sleeping. So his family member, I believe it's the godmother, she will be joining me on the panel. So I'll just move on and I'll go where I'm appreciated at. All right. Salute everybody. I'll leave the chat up and you all can hang around. And I hope to see everybody back at 8 o'clock in another hour.
It is bigger and it's deeper than what I'm saying. How y'all hearing it? It's not the time right now. That stuff right now, like just how everybody can get in contact with, I can get in contact with Kiwana and I can get in contact with you now. I've been in contact with Miss Parker before, and I've been in contact with a couple of people that's been on your podcast before. The thing is, we can all get in contact with each other and get those differences set aside without spreading the narrative of beef and hate all the time, every single day, about what this person said and what that person said. We're trying to keep a positive light on Nazaria Harris, and we're not trying to talk about that stuff.
Let me say this. Appreciate this super sticker, Mary. Appreciate you becoming a member, goddess. Now, the same thing that you just said, can you say that to her? If she was on my panel right now. See, this is the problem that I had with me. Let me finish now. Let me
say to you the same thing I say to anybody else.
Let me finish now. This is the problem that I have with people. When people tell those that do the clap back. See, no. I'll say it again for the umpteenth time. Go tell that motherfucker that done what they done to Shank Rock, you shouldn't have done that. Because I'm going to clap back. And how I clap back is how I want to clap back. Don't come telling Shank.
Rent a car from our newest fleet yet. Your real car never has to know.
These were too weirdly shaped or odd to make the cut in a regular pack of bacon, but bacon.
Oh, Shank, don't let him get to you. I don't want to hear Martin Luther King's speech. You go tell that to that motherfucker that clapped that Shank. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you to keep from you getting caught in the crossfire. You're caught in the crossfire. Now, whether you want to remain caught in the crossfire, that's going to be totally up to you, Mimi. But trust me, you caught in the crossfire. Slide out of it, Mimi. Slide out of it. I'm telling you. Go ahead, Mimi. Go ahead.
It ain't affecting me too much. Shoot. Y'all beef is y'all beef. Because it does not affecting me. I'm on my day off. I just came from the gym. I'm not worried about y'all beef. The only thing I'm worried about is people just coming together. That's it.
Mimi, I got to take you down because obviously you're not hearing what I say. And me and you good people. Me and you cool. Me and you have been speaking on, working together for content creators and everything. But in this situation, you're wrong. And I really need you to listen to me, Mimi, okay? Appreciate this super chat, Tanya. Great demonstration. Shank Rock, keep up with the facts. Because you're coming up here and you're defending Kiwana. Kiwana's supposed to come up here and defend Kiwana. See, what Kiwana is doing, Kiwana is running around and she's connecting with people that really don't have an input in this. Why she ain't go to Mocha? Why she ain't go to 2? Why she ain't go to Miss Parker? Why she ain't here on my panel? Why she not in my chat? Now you didn't put yourself in the crossfire. Ain't nothing I can do for you. And you said yourself, you don't give a damn. Okay then. But see, what y'all not going to do is, y'all not going to bully Shankrock. Y'all not going to push Shankrock on the side like Shankrock some kind of sucker. Like Shankrock some kind of simp. Y'all not going to do that. That's not in my DNA. All right? That's not in my DNA. Now you got yourself in the crossfire. That's on you. You shouldn't have came up here defending her.
Different than what I started out with. Now she's gonna have her own to come up here and address y'all situation. That's y'all issue. That's just what I wanted to say. I like to be, you know, have all sides of the story before I make my complete judgment. Complete judgment on somebody. So when someone that has charges talking to children and shit, hell yeah, I'm concerned, and I'm gonna make the fuck sure that them kids are okay, and I'm gonna do it again if I see her. I'm not looking for no bad trouble, baby. Good trouble keeps falling into my lap, baby, and I'm riding for my community because my kids live here, okay? I ain't doing nothing wrong. If I see that bitch around some kids again, I'm gonna record that bitch again on my soul, and whoever don't like it, block me. I don't care, because my kids live here, and y'all dirty. Justice for Naziah. Y'all nasty. Y'all liars. Y'all weird. And I'm sick of it. And if I see y'all again, if I see her again, I'm going to do it again. It fell into my lap. Okay? Boots on the ground. We need this, okay? And she needs to stay the fuck away from children. She needs to go look for her fucking kids and leave these kids alone and go look for Naziah. And fucking everybody call the goddamn dog pound.
Tag me in.
Needs a new home. Fuck you.
Tag me.
Go on, Parker.
Let her, go ahead. Let her finish. Go ahead, JJ.
No, Miss Parker's turn, because I gotta calm down. Go ahead. I'm tagging Miss Parker in. Go ahead.
Hold up, Miss Parker, before you come in. Let me let Miss Minnie come in because she was up here first. Come on, Miss Minnie.
Hey, Shankrock. Hey, Miss Parker. Hey, chat. I just want to come in and clarify some things up to Mimi. Just because you felt like you were boots on the ground when Naziah first went missing and you was recording it, baby girl, you was not the only person out here looking for Naziah. It was a lot of people out here looking for Naziah. I have recordings myself of me looking for Naziah. Please don't do that. And as far as Kiwana go, Kiwana is only starting all this mess because of the guilt. She didn't do nothing for that little girl but make a phone call. Once she realized CPS was not going to do anything, she should have been at that house every single day. That's being down for your niece, your cousin, whatever Naziah was to her. Can't nobody tell me one of my nieces or nephews, little cousin, is being abused. Is being abused, and I'm not there at that door every single day until that child is taken out that house. Kiwana said very clearly, I have my own kids. That's why I couldn't do more. That is bull crap. I live in Detroit too. So Mimi, please stop with the narrative of I was the only person looking for her. No, you was doing fuckery shit too, just like everybody else. What JJ did was what JJ did. If JJ chose to do that, that was JJ's business. Period. Point blank. Fuck Annette. Fuck all of them. It's about Naziah. Where is this little girl at? And these content creators is not going to stop until we find her. Period, point blank. Kiwana can lick balls as far as I care. She want an issue. We can make it an issue. She don't want that. These content creators have so much stuff on these people that they have not talked about. I personally asked Miss Parker not to talk about something because we do live in Detroit. It can get people hurt.
That's why I said Kiwana will be having her own podcast. So if they got any questions about anything that they need to clear up, they need to ask the source.
There's nothing to clear up. She need to stop with the fuckery shit. For real. You got people out here wanting to help you, but instead you want to be on little girl shit. You know why? Because that guilt eating her ass alive. Because she didn't do shit for that little girl. Nothing.
Like I said,
that's why she was coming at Roxy the way she was coming. That's why she was coming at Roxy's mom the way she was coming. Why? Because all of them messed up. And I don't want to hear, oh, she was abused. A lot of people was out here was abused. That makes, when you are abused and you know a child in your family is being abused, that makes you want to hurry up and get that child out that situation. That's not what Kiwana did. And she's eating that guilt, is eating her alive. But she got one more time to keep coming for my sisters. Because I'm here in Detroit. And we ready to pull up.